Ken? All right. Selamat pagi and welcome to all for our third and final session on the AR Engineering Exploration and Challenge. Okay. This week's topic is on biomedical technology. This is the final topic, and as you are aware, this is part of the Minggu Science Negara activities brought to you by Meranti Makers Lab. Okay, so thank you to MOSTI, Kementerian Sains, Teknologi dan Inovasi, dengan kerjasama Meranti Makers Lab, okay, for bringing this wonderful program to you at your home. You don't have to go anywhere. Just spend 1 hour. You learn something new, something fantastic, something about augmented reality. So the first episode we did was to do with the solar system. Okay, how you can create your own solar system using AR technology. Last week we did on engine parts, a jet engine, and we have also got the winners. So today we will announce the winners. Those who submitted your entries, you have got done very well. And Mr. Jaya, who conducted last week's session, will announce the winners. Right? So that's what's going to happen. And then finally, we will announce the grand finale. We got one more grand finale for this AR and exploration challenge. Okay. Malish, can you? Okay. Can please mute your.
Tak, just kalau orang pukul dia macam anjing nak pukul dia, dia dia.
Sarmish, could you unmute?
All right. So today's topic, I'm going to introduce to you the presenter is Encik Adil Muhammad Khan. He is going to teach you how to create AR, augmented reality, on the topic of biomedical technologies. Right? So Adil, can you just introduce yourself? And I would also like to thank Texo AR or VR-based company, a startup company in the Meranti Park, for bringing this wonderful content. All right. So Adil, maybe you can introduce yourself and then quickly talk about what are we going to do today. Yep. Okay, I will mute my cameras, my mic, so that we can hear Adil. Thank you.
Hello, can you hear me? Can I get like a thumbs up or something so I know people can hear me?
I can. Yes, we can.
Okay. So I'm Adil. I work at Texo, and then we'll be going for biomedical technologies as today's topic. So before I show what we can do today, I'll show what we will do today. So I want to. So I believe everyone can see the screen. I want you guys to scan this QR code to see what we can do today. I want everyone to take a handheld mobile and scan this QR code to see what we can do today. I'll wait until 11:06. Once everyone can scan it, I want you guys to raise your hand so that I know you guys can scan the QR code. I'll wait for 2 minutes for everyone to scan the QR code and try it. So I'll wait another minute, then I'll show you what it is. If you guys haven't already tried it with the QR code. Okay, I'll move forward on how it is. So once you scan the QR code and place it, this is what you will see. One, two labels, 1, 2, 3, and 4 annotations. One is a, so these are 4 different types. So one is a medical monitor, one is a medical syringe, one is a medical table, and one is a medical console. So once you click on one, you can see what it is. So it is a medical monitor. So once you click on two, you can see what it is. Three and four. Can everyone give a thumbs up if they understand what we are gonna do today? We're gonna annotate one labels. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So can the organizers provide them with the link for the material for today? I'll provide the link in the Q&A section. Let me know if give a thumbs up if you can access the link. Once you access the link, this is what you'll see. 4 files. If anyone has a doubt, they can just raise their hand. And then give their doubt in the Q&A section. So I want you guys to download all these files. So you download 1, 2, 3, and 4. So once you have downloaded all the 4 files, I want you, I believe everyone knows how to make an account, right? And how to go to an asset. So what you do is you log in to OnYourX. You log into OnYourX. Once you have logged in, you go to projects and then you create your own project. If you have any doubts, so once you have created a project, you name it. We'll name it Biomedical Technologies. Then you continue to scene creation. Always select surface, don't select image. Select surface. You can name it as my scene, my AR scene. Okay. Then I want you guys to click on the asset library. Click on the asset library and then add an asset. So add an asset one by one. Select file. You go to the file, like medical console. You go to the file and then you open it. And then you upload. Wait for it to upload before adding another asset. If anyone has any doubt, please raise your hand. First of all, hands down to whoever is raising. And then if you have any other doubts, please raise your hand and then write your doubt in the Q&A section. Now you just wait for each of the asset to load. It might take some time, so just be patient. Since one is loaded, I'll show you one by one. So you drag it in. So you'll see your component here. So you can click on the component and then you can position it at 0, 0, and 0. So you'll see it come here. And then once you can position it using, you can also position it using the arrows. So let me bring it to the center. Now to just annotate this one, you go to annotations here, labels, you bring any one. Let me just bring one, the circle. So you bring in one, you bring it close to the model. Let's just say here. Okay. Let me leave it at one. Then you bring any text. Let's just say this one. You bring it close to the model again. Let's just say you want to leave it here. You can turn it around to see where it is. Once it's in line with the model, you can go ahead and write what it is. So this is a medical console. So I go here and then I write here medical console. And then you wrap it around. You can increase the font size as well. You can just increase the scale. Maybe enlarge it until here. Okay, then this is the most important part. What will happen is if I keep it like this and I run and I click play, yeah, you can see it here always. This is always here. What I want it to do is once I click one, then I want it to display. What do you have to do for that is, let me just bring it in line. You click on medical console, you click on this display enabled, you turn it off. Once you have turned it off, you'll see that it disappears. And then you click on one, you click on this arrow to collapse it, you add an event. You add, select event type, click, select an action, enable visibility. So if you want to display that text, you select enable visibility and then you select an element. Now, please make sure to name it. So you click on asset library again. You click on label one. So you'll see this as one. You just change its name to one. Okay, you change its name to one, enter. Now you see label one. Label one is medical console. So you click on the three dots. You go to edit name. You write here one and label. And then you click enter. So one and label is the thing that you have to enable. So you go to one again. You click on add event. You click on select event type. Select click. Select an action. Select enable visibility. Then an element. Select label one. And then you can select a transition like fade and then maybe blue. And then change the time to 2 seconds, 1 second maybe. Then once you go to play, you have to wait for it to load. Once you see the name isn't here. So if you want to know what this is called, you can click on one and then it will show up. Since this is a medical console, you can see it as a medical console. So I want you guys to give a thumbs up if you guys understood what I did. I can see people giving a thumbs up. Any questions, just put it in the chat box, or you can go and watch the recording from YouTube to understand it better. So I'll move on. Since you have added one asset, you go on, add the other ones. So we added the medical console, we add the medical monitor. Wait for the medical monitor to add. Until the time medical monitor is being added, I want you guys to try it with the QR code here. Try with the QR code here and give a thumbs up if you can try it. So I'll move forward with the other. I'll share a link for this later on. So we add in the medical syringe and wait for it to add before adding the other one. At this point, please be patient. Don't add in all the things together because remember what happened 2 weeks ago when we tried to add all the things together, it showed an error. So always wait for one thing to load, upload, and then upload the other one. Now, once medical syringe is loaded successfully, we add the final component, which is the medical table. Once you have added all four, you can start bringing it in. So you can bring in the medical table. You can place the medical table wherever you want. Let's just place it below it. And then you can see the medical table is a bit twisted. What you can do is you can go to properties, you can go to rotation, and then twist it on y-axis until you feel it straight. Sure? So I feel this is enough. Now what you can do is bring in the medical monitor. Medical monitor is there. You bring in the medical syringe. Okay. Now I want you guys to go here, add 4 folders. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now put the first one was medical console, right? So you put the medical console inside collection. Can you put one and one label inside collection one as well? Now what will happen is if you want to move all the things together, you can move it together. Instead of fixing it again and again and again, you can just fix both of them and move all 3 of them together. Now let's do that for the medical table. So I'll show you how you get it again. You click on the asset library, you go on label, you bring in the circle one, which is the number. Let's label this thing. So you go here, you keep it there. Now you change the angle. Now you can see this is not in line with this. So you just bring it back until here. Now it's fine. Now you see this is one as well. How you change it is you go to here, you see this properties, you see the label properties, you go to text, and then you change it to 2. Now the last step, always remember, turn this on for the number, and for the text, you turn it off. Now label text, what do we call this as? Medical monitor. So we go to asset library, we go to label 1, you name it medical monitor. Now you align it. You place it wherever you feel it's right. For me, let me place it here. Okay. Now we go to collection 1. We put medical monitor, label, and label 1. I want to rename it to, I'll rename the label to 2, and I'll rename label 1, which is the wording, to 2 dash label. Now since we have 1 and 2, when we play it, you will see when I click 1, you can see the label, but when I click 2, nothing happens. Why? Because we did not add any events. We have added an event to 1, but we did not add an event to 2. So we go here, we add an event. We click, we select an event type as click. Then we select an action as enable visibility. Then we go and select, since this is number 2, we select 2 and label. Then we select a transition. Let's select another one, grow. And then, yeah. Now we can try it. So once we select on 1, we can see it as 1. We select on 2, we can see a different animation. But what happens is, now if I want to select 2, 1 is there as well. And when I want to select 1, 2 is there as well. How do you prevent this? You go to 1, you add another event, then you select event type as click again, then you select an action as disable visibility. Sure. I'll repeat everything again and again, don't worry. So you go to 1, you enable an event. I'll show how we do it again. Let's start from the beginning. So you have 1 and label 1. Okay. How did I disappear label 1? Is you go to properties, you open the properties, and you deselect enabled. You go to enabled and close it. To make sure it looks like this. Then you collapse it, you go to events. So you go to events, you click on plus, you select an event type, select click. Okay, make sure you select click. Then you select an action. You want to display one, so you select enable, enable, and then since it's one, I will select one label. Okay, so you select one label, and then let me select any transition as fade and any sound like blue. So once you have selected all those, for enable visibility, you select one and then fade and blue, and then you save it. Now what you want to do is once you click one, you want to disappear every other thing. So disable. How you want to do it as you add another event. You select event type as click. Okay. Then we move forward. We select an action. The first action we selected as enable. Second action we selected as disable. So once you select disable, you will get these options. So select the element as to and label. Don't select one. One you have to enable it. Two you have to disable it. So transition you can select as grow. Yeah. And then you just save it. So now you can see for one. Oh, I made a mistake. Wait. You don't have to do it on the label. Make sure you do it on the number. So I'll show it again. You select the number. You add an event. You select the event as click. You select the action as enable. The element to be one label. And transition to be fade. And select sound to be blue. Now you save it. You go ahead. Select click again. Disable. So one is enable, one is disable. One is for the label one. So for one is for one. And for disable, it's for every other ones. So for two, fade, loop, save. Okay, now we can try. Once I click on one, you will see medical console one. Once I click on two, you will see medical monitor. Now if I will click on one again, you will see number two faded away, but one is saved. But when I click on two, number one doesn't disappear. So how do we fix it is you click on two, you add an event. You added one event as enable, right? Now you add another event as disable. So disable, you click on label one, you have to disable label one, and then you select a transition. That select grow. Okay. Let me increase the size of label 2 a bit. And then how you make it wrap around is you click on wrap. You reduce it, then you can increase your size. And then you fix the position here. Now let me try it. Now when I click on one, you can see one. And when I click on two, you can see two. Understood? Can you guys give a thumbs up if you understood what we did until here? Okay. So 1 is there, 2 is there. Now how many do we have left? 1 and 2 more. So now let me just bring this table back. Here. Bring it to the side above it. Okay, I feel that's enough. Now I take the syringe. I keep the syringe, let's say, on it. Okay. Now I put another label, label 2 for the table. Okay. This is for the table. This is for the syringe. Now I want to always keep it beside it. Okay. Once you bring it, you might feel that it is beside it. Click on the red dot, you will see that it's way ahead. So I bring it closer to the table, further down, beside the table. Let's name it 3. And then for the syringe, I bring it beside the syringe or above it. Okay. Now what's left is to change the number to 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we have to name it. So I name the table as medical table. Okay. Always remember, wrap it around, increase the size a bit, and then always remember display, disable it. Okay. Now you move it around beside it. Now we name the syringe. We name it medical syringe. Increase the size a bit. Wrap it around. Disable it. Now we fix the position. You go to position. You bring it beside it. Done. Now you can see we did for 1 and we did for 2. We still have to do for 3 and 4. So when I click for 1, we can see 1. When I click for 2, you can see 2. But can we see for 3 and 4? No, right? So we have to do for 3 and 4. You go to 3, you collapse it, and then you add an event, click, enable. For 3, let me rename it. Yes, I can see people raising their hand. Can you write your question in the Q&A? I want to label it as 3. I want to label this as 4. Label 2 is 3. So I label it as pre-label and 4 label. Okay. Now for collection 2, I want to put the table. So you drag the table inside. You drag 3 inside and 3 label inside. Why I do this is when I want to move it, I can move it all together. Now for collection 3, you put the medical syringe inside, 4 inside, and 4 label inside. Now you have all the collections together. Now click on 3 again. You click on add event. You select the event type. You select the action enable. You select, since it's 3, I'll select 3 label. Let me select another transition like bounce. Then let me select another sound. Now let's try it. Always try it before you move forward. So for 1 it's there, for 2 it's there, for 3 it's there. But you see 1 and 2, 2 is there always. 1 is there, 2 is there, but 3 is not going. Okay? So we have to fix this. So we add another event. We disable. You go to click. We select an action, disable. Now since it's 3, we select 1 and 2. So 1 and 2, you disable it. You select the transition as bounce, finger tap. Now you save it. Now you see what happens. When I click on 1, you see 1. When I click on 2, you see 2. And when I click on 3, you see 3. 1 and 2 is not there. So 1 is there, 3 is there. But when I click on 1, 3 is there as well. So how you fix it is you go to 1, you click on the pencil here, and then you select 3 as well. Okay. Now once I click on 3, and then I click on 1, 3 disappears. Once I click on 2, 1 disappears. Once I click on 3 and then 2, 3 did not disappear. So we have to fix 2 now. So we go to 2. We see the disable visibility. You click on the pencil and then you select 3. Okay. So I want you guys to give a thumbs up, whoever understood until here, and to raise your hand if you did not understand. So 1 is there, 2 is there, 3 is there. So I see a lot of people giving thumbs up and 2 people raising their hands. So you can watch the recording as provided by Aina. She gave the link for the YouTube video. You can watch it again. If you still did not understand, you can drop a message to any one of the people. Now we go to number 4, 4 label, medical syringe. So I'll show you again. To display 4, we click on 4. We click on add event. And then we click on click. So you select click. You select an action. Enable visibility. You select the action enable visibility. And then you select an element as 4 label. Okay. Click enable. So since it's 4, we select 4. And we select transition as, let's just say, fade. And then you select another sound. And then you save it. So for 4, you select click, enable, and then 4. Okay. We save it. Now you go to add another event. You click on click, disable. Since it's 4, we select every other thing. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now you select any transition you like, you select any sound you like, you save it. Now you test it out. So you select on 1, you select on 2, you select on 3, then you select on 4. Okay, now you see if I click on 1, 4 is still here. So we have to fix 1, 2, and 3 again. So 1, 2, and 3 we have to fix for 4. So we go to 1, we have to disable, click on the pencil, and then you just add in 4. So you do that for all 3. So you do that for all 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now we have fixed it for all 4 numbers. So we can try it once again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Now I want you guys to try it through the QR. In the meantime, you guys have 3 minutes for any Q&A questions you can ask in the Q&A section. Any other questions? You first go and check the YouTube video. If you still have more questions, you can ask me or anyone in our team. So I want you guys to try this QR code and raise your hand once you have done trying it. In the meantime, I'll try it as well. You guys have time until 11:45. Please try it. So I see none of them raising their hand or putting a question. So I'm gonna assume it's all clear for today's session. Since it's our third session, I assume it's more clear for the people who have joined the other 2 sessions as well.
Students, any questions? You can raise your hand. You can ask Adil. You got another 2 more minutes. Otherwise, okay. I see there's a question by Sweho.
Is there any other questions? I can't see the questions.
There was a raised hand. No more now. Okay. Otherwise, I think we can conclude this session by first thanking Adil. The session was very good, very clear. And those who still have got doubts, you're not clear, you can always visit the YouTube station or channel under STEM for All Makerspace, which Aina has already shared the link. So if you have got any doubts, you can also reach out to us. I think you have got the contact number for Shukri, Joe Bayer, and also you have the contact numbers for Aina. So if you have got any doubts, especially you need to claim your certificates. So those who want to claim the certificates, I now will share the link, how you can just go into the Google form, put in your name, put in the name of your school, your contact number, and we will send you the certificate for today's session. Okay, so today there is no challenge because there's a grand finale challenge. Right, so today we'll be giving away the certificates. Thanks again, Adil, for the wonderful session. It was very, very well coordinated and very informative, I must say. Okay, now we move on to the next session. We're going to announce the winners of our previous session, which was on engine parts and how it works. To do this honor, I would like to invite Mr. Jaya from TechZone. Okay, and Mr. Jaya was very instrumental in also evaluating all the entries and selecting the winners. So I think he has got a very good criteria, and he will give his commentary on the winners. To you, Jaya.
Thank you, Mr. Ramesh. I think I can show the winners straight away without wasting any time. So yes, you guys have, if you guys have joined last week, so we informed that the criteria was mainly on the creative side of it. So the third place goes to Mr. Fauzan. I'll show the video. Also, have to give a shout out to all the people who have joined because it was very eye opening for us because you guys are very creative. So this is Mr. Ayman. So he actually included a lot of 3D files from Sketchfab, which I didn't even know existed. So he even placed like a platform. He even put this stuffs on the labels and stuff. This is really amazing. So shout out to Mr. Fauzan. And the second place goes to, sorry, second place goes to Miss Hani Safia, and this is her video. So she actually made a rocket, and she included the previous sessions. If not mistaken, she included some planets, which is really interesting. She also included the as you can see, that's the planets. So this really creative, and she included like the background. You can see the stars and stuff. That is amazing actually. So thank you, Miss Honey. And then the number one goes to Mr. Wait, Mr. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the name right, Mr. Renziang. So I'll show why this is particularly amazing because after you push, it even shows the, sorry, when you click, I think he clicks somewhere and then it animates to show the inner parts of this engine. This is, he even like took effort on explaining what turbine engine actually means. So that is really creative, and I would say this is the top notch of the product, or how we have to use the product, how we have to use AR in education. So this is really amazing. So thank you, Mr. Renjan. So Renjiang will be receiving this kit, the rolling board by MakerSlab. So thank you for MakerSlab. Also, we have a few shout outs. Mr. Kandavarman. So I'll show his creativity. So this is as you can see, he included sound, I guess, and then he placed both the engines, and he labeled the aeroplane, and that's an opacity so that you can see the engine. So this is really creative. That's exactly where the engine sits, right? So that is really creative. I really have to give a shout out for this. So what Kandavarman will be getting is 1 month subscription from TechZone's Follow XR. I'll show what is Follow XR in a while, and then so this is we have a second shout out. This is for Miss Kristen. So she also made a great idea on placing the engine within an F1 car. So, and she also placed the platform and stuff. So this is really creative. Also, she was a winner previously. So I hope you can do better on the grand finale. I really want you to win these things. So you all can. I'll announce what is uh, the grand finale is. So Mr. Ramesh, should I say
Okay,
it?
yes.
Okay, yeah.
I'll do the announcement
Sure.
first. Can we okay, firstly, let me congratulate all the winners and also all the participants. We are very, very encouraged by the number of participants. Tanya kepada semua yang telah mengambil bahagian dalam pertandingan AR challenge ni. Okay, so we would love to invite you to receive the prizes. Okay, we'll announce later how you can collect the prizes. If you're in the Klang Valley, we'll do a special ceremony, award presentation ceremony. We invite you to Maranti Makers Lab to give away the prizes. If you're very far away, then we'll make arrangement to send it out to you. Okay, so Tanya, and also to the special prize winners, thanks to Jaya from Texo for giving these prizes. All right, so now we'll come to the final part of it. As we promised, there's a grand challenge. We call it the AR Engineering Exploration Challenge, grand finale. Okay, so the idea is you're already quite well exposed to what AR, you can create your own contents. Now we want to expose you to another platform called the Texos Holo XR. Okay, this is a wonderful platform where there is so much of AR content in it, and we are going to give you some quizzes, right? So what's going to happen is we are officially opening this challenge. Okay, this challenge is more of a quiz base, so you don't have to create anything special. You have to register through the QR code. Can you see the QR code? All right, you can register through the QR code. You go to the Google form, give in your particulars, and straight away you can download this free application. We're just giving it free for this period. After that, that platform will be closed, and only those who subscribe will be able to get all the wonderful contents that has been created by Texo. Okay, so that's how this is going to work. It's a quiz base for 1 week. That means today is the 24th. We open it now, right up to the 30th. So up to the 30th, you've got time to actually go and view all the quizzes and answer the questions and win prizes. What are the prizes? Okay, now this is the biggest prize that we can think of, and we can offer you the Oculus VR headset. Okay? A very, very exciting instrument that can take you and can take you to places that you have never been. Uh, you can go to the space station, you can travel to other countries, you can go underwater. There's so much of excellent contents that you can virtually go and visit these places. I'm sure some of you have experienced this VR through the headset. Now, this is the grand prize winner. Okay, so it's a very valuable piece of it, but most importantly, it can be used for educational purpose. You know, the things that was taught to you by Adil and Mr. Jaya earlier, you know, on the engine parts, you can actually have a better immersive experience through this VR headset. Very, very interesting instrument. So that is the grand prize winner, right? So please don't miss this opportunity to win the grand prize. Those who make it to the top 20, we will also be able to give you some prizes, and that prize is the Texos Holo XR. So for 1 month, you can experience this. You can learn a lot of contents that have already been uploaded by Texo into this platform, and the platform is through an app called Eon XR. Okay. Now, before we go further, I'm going to tell you how, or Mr. Jia is going to explain to you what this platform is and where are the quizzes embedded within that platform. Right? Jaya, to you, please.
Sure. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Ramesh. So, for the grand finale, so please download the app, which is called Eon XR. I think the link will be given to you through the Google Doc, if not mistaken. So, from that, after downloading the app, please click the quiz link. So, I've already set up the quiz. So, it has a time limit. So, please try to answer it within the 30-second time limit. So, each question will have 30 seconds. Make sure you answer all 10 questions and within time limit. And if the winners will be announced by Makers Lab once we have like this, we've completed the session. So if you have, meanwhile, if you have any trouble in downloading or in any trouble in getting the quizzes, please contact us as soon as possible so that we can assist you guys.
Okay, great. Jaya, we got 5 more minutes. Is
Sure.
it possible just to take a quick tour of that platform? If you can, share
Sure.
that. Yeah.
The Eon or HoloXR?
HoloXR.
HoloXR. Okay, sure. I quickly show.
I think we could also let the participants screenshot the poster for their reference later to scan and all.
Yes. Yeah. You can share that again towards the end of it. Yeah. Jaya will share that.
Sure.
Okay. This is how
So,
HoloXR looks like. Yeah.
so once you guys have logged in, so this is similar to the Onyx, but we have some extra features. So we can collaborate with each other. We can create quizzes. So it is helpful for schools to create quizzes, and we can view the quizzes quickly. Okay, so this is the experiences part. So we will include all the experiences over here. So once the quiz is being published, we can get the answers or the participants' details through the app itself. And I think I can quickly show what we can do within the app. So we can bring in 3D models, we can bring in images, we can even bring in videos. Right. So, and all this can be experienced in AR later on. So this is HoloXR. So we will be including new features because this is our product. So we will be including new features, new AI features, and so on. So stay tuned. So you guys can experience this for a month for free, thanks to Makers Lab. So yeah.
All right. Thanks. So that is the experience that we like to bring you for all those who have been following us for the past 3 sessions or even today's session. And you can invite your friends and others also to experience this. And most importantly, the chance to enter the competition. All right. So like I said, this is the grand finale and there will be exciting prizes to be won. Now, in the event that you enter and you find that it is lagging, be patient, just try again later, because sometimes if there's too many people entering at the same time, we may experience a short lagging issues. Okay, so be patient, just try again, because this challenge is open up to the 30th. So the closing date is only on the 30th. So 30th, we will close the submissions. We will evaluate. In fact, it will be an auto evaluation. We will select the winners, top 20 winners, to receive the what you call Holo XR subscription from Texo, and the grand prize winner to receive the VR headset. All right. So I think we will share quickly, perhaps in the chat group, the links for this particular grand finale and the poster. Jaya, can just share the poster once again, so that those who want to take a screenshot, you can screenshot and then enter to the through the QR code. Yeah. Right. So I think we are good with time. We've just come to 12 sharp 12 p.m. And okay, there is a question from Jeshram. Can you turn your?
Hi, sir.
Yes.
Sir, in your email that you gave us, right, sir, it stated that you can get the certificate from a Google form.
Correct.
Do you have the link for the Google form?
Yes. Aina has shared the link for today's
Yeah, I
session.
have.
Yeah. The link is shared. So those who participated in today's one and you need your certificate, the link is already shared.
Yeah, if you go to the Q&A and you scroll down, you can see that it said you may claim your certificate with this one
Claim your
link.
certificate in the Q&A session, right? Okay.
Yeah, in the Q&A section because there's no
Sir,
chat box.
Yeah. Any other questions?
sir,
Yes.
but my chat box feature is unavailable.
Oh, okay. If it is unavailable, then you can text it. You can maybe
Yeah,
text to
there's no
Prabha.
chat box feature. There's a Q&A thing. Do you see at the top?
Q&A.
No, sir, I don't see it.
Okay. The rest of you, do you have the issue? Okay. If anybody have an issue, you can raise your hands. Okay.
Yes, we also do not see the Q&A nor the chat box.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Okay, I think this probably only for those who have downloaded the Teams. Maybe those who have not downloaded Teams, perhaps it doesn't show. All right. I would suggest if you could just email to us to request for the link. Aina can share the email address.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you can also screenshot the QR and try to scan it. Because the QR
Okay.
also leads to the link.
This QR is for the grand finale.
Yeah, there's also another QR for the certificate claim. Jaya, is it on the next slide?
It's on the next slide.
Yeah. So this is
Okay,
the QR
yes.
code for the certificate claim. You
All right.
can
Yeah.
also
So
take a
this
picture
is
of this
the
and scan
certificate
this.
claim for today's session. Correct. All right. Those who need the certificate, you can screenshot
And
this.
sir,
Yep.
for the other sessions, like the engine parts and the first one.
Oh, that's already closed.
It's already closed.
Yes, that's already only those who participated. Then you can claim for that. So there's a window, So it's only for 3. That's already closed.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
All right.
And
Okay. So
the email, can I just email the one that you guys send the message from?
you can, but you can screenshot this to be better, faster. Because once you screenshot this QR, you go into this QR, you can straight away submit your claim for the form.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
All right, guys. So I thank you all very much. All of you have been very patient for the past 1 hour. I wish you all the very best and congratulations again to the winners of the last week's session. We look forward to seeing you during our award presentation ceremony, which Aina will send you a notification for you to come and receive your prizes and for us to also to get to know you. I also would like you to meet up with Jaya himself and to see what Texo actually does, I think that'll be a very great session for us to meet up with you because as much as Jaya is impressed, I'm also very impressed with the contents that you guys can create within such a short period of time. So wonderful. With that, anybody else want to add anything? Our team, I'd like to thank our team. Joe, we'd like to thank Shukri for creating this platform, for managing it. Aina for doing all the admin. Prabha for doing the checking and, making sure everything runs in order. Anybody want to give your comments before we conclude and say thank you to the final session of the VR Exploration Challenge?
Yes. The participants, please on your camera. We would like to take a group photo. All participants, please on your
All right.
camera. We would like to
Good.
take a
We
group
take
photo.
a group photo. That's nice. And while you are setting up your positions for the group photo, I would also like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsor, the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation for making this event possible, and also to Meranti Makers Lab, the host. So Meranti Makers Lab is the host for this particular program as part of the Minggu Science Negara. Can turn on your cameras, everyone. Our team as well, Shukri, Aina, Prabha. Okay, some of you may still be in your pajamas, some of you may be in your sarong, it's okay. All right, nice. Okay, are we ready for the camera, for the group photo? So I see there's 42. Yep. Okay, so taken. 1, 2, 3. Okay, hands down, all hands down. Okay, lots of vacant seats. All right, 1, 2, 3. Done. Okay, so thank you guys. Thank you all so much for the session today. We will,
Thank you, sir. Bye.
yes, we'll see you soon at our next program. Keep in touch with us. All right. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye.
Thanks again, Adil and Jaya, for this session
Hello.
today.
Hello.
All right. See
Thank
y'all.
you.